turn the radio down there, it was a blaring. Okay,
Yeah.
now go ahead.
So talking about framing again, I was going to say what happened, but Joseph's framing this house. It's 10 foot. It's 10 by 20.
Yeah.
And this is it's a spec house. It's a speculative house. So this house has not got a customer. Joseph has been with me and Tom since the beginning. And Joseph actually is, his dad and I are best buddies, and I've known Joseph since he's born, you know?
Yeah.
So he's family, and
too was way before that. You even started the company because
Yeah.
you all worked up in Michigan.
yeah,
Y'all done some
we
hard
did.
work.
Him and I have been together a long time.
Long
He's
time.
28 years old,
Yeah.
the same age as my son.
Yep.
And he wanted to do something different. And I said, Joseph, I want you to do whatever you want. And I want to keep you motivated and interested. He's worked hard. Poor kid, he's 28 years old and he's worked a life away already.
Yeah, he sure
and so I
has.
want him to have fun and do it. So this is actually his design, what he wants to do, and how he wants to do it. So I'm excited about what he comes up with, and then we're going to sell the house.
Okay.
And so he wants to start doing model homes, and he sells them. You know, we sell them as a company.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to what he can do, and he's really good. This one here I think is unique. This shows you what can be done on these ESP homes. So remember I told you can just take a saw, and we just cut a sliding glass door in it. Isn't that awesome? Back here, so you had your 10 by 20 home that we've always had. This one was done, and they said, hey, I want a sliding glass door in it.
Okay.
There was no wires in that wall. There's no plumbing in the wall or anything. So Dave, they just took a saw, cut it out, pop it in, throw a door in there, and you're ready to go.
Because there's no wires inside the walls or anything.
Oh, and it's steel structure. Look at that stucco.
Now that's not.
Isn't
I
that
love the
pretty,
color.
man?
That's pretty.
All right, so let me just tell you guys, and I've said it a million times, and I just think it's probably, our videos don't get out to millions of people, and it's the reason why we're not, probably got backlog of these things, 500 of them. These homes are so versatile. They're so easy to do because you can add this later. You can add the door later. You can add stuff later. If you buy them the way we are right now, just with the unfinished, you can finish them yourself, and it can take years to do, all right? So if you go to our website, look up the Incred-I-Box, all right? The Incred-I-Box is $20,000, 8 by 16 home.
Yep.
Even if you are an elderly person and it's all on one floor, you can. My mom was 96, and the way I've got our Incred-I-Box laid out, she could have had her hospital bed, right? A caregiver sitting with her, the bathroom, the kitchen, and everything on an 8 by 16. It's better laid out than her 10 by 20 she was in.
Yes, I agree with that.
Because it was cumbersome,
I agree. It
the way
was.
hers was laid out.
Yeah.
Because you know her bed is at the end like my bed is, and it's a twin bed.
Well, and two, she had that bay, and you can't really do that. Like, it's hard to put furniture and stuff like
Can't
that.
put
ain't
nothing
it?
in the bay, you know. So I don't know. Again, if you need a house for $20,000 or even, and you can go to Hearth. You can go to Hearth Financing on our website if you want to borrow $5,000 or $10,000. Listen, I wished I could do financing, and if we could sell 300 or 400 of these things and make some money, I'd love to offer financing. You know, so.
Now, we had a question. Is it okay to tell them how many we have sold?
No, we can't tell.
We can't say no.
Yeah, Amanda told me today we've sold 20.
We've sold 20.
20 homes.
Yep.
And my goal was about 25. I wanted to buy, really I want to sell 100, but you know. Anyway, we've sold 25. And I think, and I told Amanda, I said, you know what? I think that's a lot with the type of marketing that we do, because all we have is this YouTube, everybody. So if you share it, that's the only way we get the word out. We're trying to work on a little short advertisement video that we can put some money in it and throw it out there to the rest of the world, because February 21st, the production of our Incred-I-Box is coming online.
Yes.
We are the only company in the entire country selling a full-blown house for 20 grand.
Yeah.
A full-blown 128 square foot home for 20 grand.
Well, and not only that, but the only assembly line tiny home.
Mm-hmm.
The only.
I don't even have to go online and research it.
No, nobody's
you know?
doing that.
No. Everybody's tired. Nobody wants to do it.
Ace?
Are you tired, Ace?
Are you tired?
I missed you, buddy.
He's such a good boy. Oh my goodness.
So here we go.
Looky here.
Another 100 feet. And this is the last 100 feet, the last of the trusses that we'll do ever.
Wow.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Yep. It's such a feat of physical endurance, and it takes a lot of energy to build this type of building. But at the time when we first started, we had more energy than we did money.
Yeah.
Not saying we got more money now, but we don't have the time.
Yeah.
And so now we got to spend the money to build another type of building because it's quicker to build.
I can
Yeah.
see you got a lot of material in here, not all of it.
So this is a temporary fix. This is our, hey, let me show you what we got. Hey, walk over here, Amanda. Come here. We're so investing in our ESP because they are generating as much build space as our stick build.
Wow.
So this is our break. This is where we take metal. Right here. Uh-oh, buddy. So we'll take metal, and we've also got a shear that we can put this metal in and set it, and it'll cut it to any size we need. So in our ESP homes, there's a lot of trim that we need for metal. This is called a metal brake. I don't know why they call it brake. It's really a bender, you know, more. So what we do is I would take this and I would measure and I would snip the end and I would say, hey, let's say it's a 2x2 or a 1x1, and I'm going to split that in half. So I would take my snips and I would cut it, put a little notch in there. I'd put it right here, right? And I'd go to each of my notch. Say I'd slide it in, and I bring this over, and they don't have this probably anchored down too well yet, but I put this down, right?
Okay.
Now that clamps it down. Excuse me, buddy. See, this is a heavy weight, so it offsets when I pull up. It makes this not as heavy. Right? So then I can come up, and I can go to 90 degree. See that here? And then I'll take this back, and I can pull this out, and now I bend it.
Wow!
So this is a good angle that if I want to make my roof system connect to my wall, so then I'll put all my walls up, and then I'll put all this trim along the top edge of my walls, right?
Yeah.
And then when we set the roof on top of the walls, then we pull it full of screws.
Okay.
And this is in the corners, all the corners, horizontal, vertical.
Well, this ain't something you can do at home. You have to have something like this. It's a big piece of...
That's why we do all of it.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is the aesthetics.
Oh, yeah.
So like in an Incred-I-Box, all you have to do is paint it.
Right.
So our before and after pictures of our home,
Yes.
all we did was paint it.
It's stunning.
We didn't do nothing else. Put some flower boxes and stuff on it, you know? So, all right, so I'm gonna show you that. I've wanted one of these forever and ever and ever. And I finally bought it used, found it on Facebook, bought it. Had one, it was a 1920s. They have not changed the style.
Yes.
They even got oil grease fittings on here that you grease everything up. And we got a shear. The shear was brought in from Cincinnati. We haven't set it up. All this, believe it or not, is going to be moved to the new building. But we have to continue going. We're getting ready to build about 8 homes at one time. It's almost like a simulated assembly line we're getting ready to do. And it's all of our ESPs. So Luke over here is prepping all the panels. He's prepping them up, getting them set up, getting them clean and ready. And then we're gonna try to build 8 of them starting in about 2 weeks. So next week, all we're gonna do is build the building.
Wow.
All we're gonna do. Now Luke and about 3 or 4 guys will continue building panels while we get the building ready, because our trusses are coming in January, and then we're gonna throw the trusses, and we got a massive lot of work to do. And we got 9 guys out on the flu and the cold and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Now what is this?
All right, so if you take the panels, you set them right here, like that.
Okay.
All right. So this panel has a 45 degree angle foam right here, right?
Yes, and that's what he's doing.
And then, well, no, it comes like that. He's just cleaning them up.
Oh, okay.
What he's doing is getting the corners snipped off, cleaning all the scrap metal that's on it from the machine. Then, so what we do is we line this up, and we got a wall that's 24 foot long. It's got steel right here. So the steel as straight as an arrow. And then we lagged it down to the concrete. So now we can go up about 9 foot tall, build our walls. But this is built for the Incred-I-Box. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our wall out here, and we take these 45s, we'll flip them, put them all together. We put spray foam in here, put the other one together, and then we put screws. We're gonna show you how these things are built. We're gonna show you in maybe a time lapse. I'm so excited because where we're going to our new building, we're gonna put cameras at every station.
Oh, that'll be cool.
And then we're gonna be able to record in time lapse, and we're gonna show you how they're built, how fast they're built, how intricate they're built, and we're gonna film it all.
Yeah.
And we wanna show you guys this. We're proud about what we do. Somebody said before, aren't you scared of somebody else finding out how you do things? And I said, no, you know what? If you can do this and you can do it better, hats off to you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Not saying that we know what we're doing, but it's a lot of work, man.
And it's been a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
You had to figure a lot of stuff out.
And you're learning,
Yeah.
you're gonna see, you're not gonna see the mistakes we made, but you're seeing the success we've made from all the mistakes we've done.
That's right.
And seeing how we're going. But nobody in the country are using
Nobody's
these old panels. These are door panels. This is a remnant. This is scrap that would go in the trash.
Yeah.
And see, this is a little hole right here. See that little hole?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a door. So this whole panel was a door.
Yeah.
All right, it's a big 3-0 door. And so in the door, usually there's a full piece of glass. So there's a machine that drills. It's like a CNC machine, goes down, drills it out, pops it out, and now then they replace this piece with a piece of glass, and they sell metal doors all over the country.
So that's always there because that's where they start. They poke it in there and then cut it around.
So sometimes there's these little squiggly metal things that are on here. We can see what Luke's doing over there, and so he's cleaning them, getting them prepped, So
now, what size are these?
These are 22
22
by 64.
64. Okay.
Yeah. They make 20 by 64 and 22 by 64.
Okay.
And then when they overlap, we spray foam it, they overlap. So this metal, they overlap about 1 inch, and that's where we put our sheet metal screws on.
Amazing.
Somebody said, what about pop rivets? I love pop rivets. I would love to have done them. If we can find a system to pop rivet these together without having to pre-drill and all that stuff, we may get into that, but you can see all these screws.
I mean, do we know how many screws is like in an 8x16?
No, I'd be curious to know.
So
you know what? It's how many screws per panel, I guess, and then we got so many panels.
Yeah.
It takes about 60 panels to build an 8x16 house. 60, yeah, 63 panels. But 3 guys can screw this off in about 10 minutes, and it's done. So this is an entire roof system. It's done.
Wow.
It's insulated. It's self-supporting. And then we take the trim that we make from our brake and we do a surround on it.
Amazing.
Yep.
And it turns into a house.
In a house. Yep.
Oh, look here.
So that's an end wall that Luke's got here. He's got the other side walls over there. And then
Does he do this by himself?
He's prepping all these over here. Come
Okay.
here, let's see.
Oh, yeah, radio.
Here, we can come over here.
The radio.
Oh, how you turn your radio down? He got it.
Okay.
That's all right. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing with these, buddy?
Routing them.
Routing them?
Mm-hmm.
Were they? Now they were already routed, right?
Yeah, but not good. Like, look at those. So you put these together with the way they are,
Yeah,
you only get about maybe 3/4 of an inch if you're lucky.
I got you. So
we're going through and we're getting them to the point where they get a good 1.25 inch overlap.
I got
and
you.
they're a lot stronger that way.
So this flat spot is the bad. We want it straight
that
all the
keeps
way.
it from getting in there, and then you have a lot more flex
I
with
got
your
ya.
panels.
You know what, Luke? We can buy these unrouted and make our own router. You know what? We might want to start maybe doing that.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to go back and trim them.
It'd be a good idea.
Yeah. So Luke is a regular carpenter, and he's taking this on for us. He knows this thing in and out now.
Yeah.
He knows how they fit, how they work, how they go together. So he's actually spearheading everything we do on this, and he's going to be a superintendent over all these. Once we get some more guys trained, we get our new building built and get all. Of course, she's waiting on me to get all that done. But we'll get there. Good.
Yeah, it takes time.
Thanks, man. Yep. So this is a wall right here for a Incred-I-Box.
Okay.
So we go from 8 to 9 feet, right? And then up here we got a 2-inch gap that we cut off, and it sits right on the floor, and we screw it to the side of the floor joists, you know?
Okay.
So anyway, as you can see, we're still not done yet. We've got to build this entire wall right here.
Wow, yeah.
And then put
what
a
are
big,
you going to put at the end?
well, we're going to take that door off right there.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, and we're going to move part of that wall a little bit.
Yeah.
But then we're going to build a wall here and probably take down that plexiglass.
Okay.
And use it on the end
On
here.
the end, that'd be nice.
And so this will all be sealed up and nice and done.
Yeah.
We're going to trim our metal off. We got to
wow.
trim it down. So then once we get Luke out of here, then all this lumber, we're going to continue all this lumber down through here. We'll have 3 more stacks of lumber in here, and we'll have all of our lumber inside.
Wow.
Isn't that nice?
'Cause I love these big racks. Are these the racks when you and I came back from Oregon or something? Remember we went straight to Morristown?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, see them
That's
standing
it.
over there?
Yes.
Yep, that's them.
Oh my God, we were so tired, but we went straight there from
And you
the
seen them
airport.
on Facebook or something, didn't
Yeah, found them on
Yep.
Facebook, and oh my gosh, that's right.
you? Yeah.
That's been a year ago, like a year.
You know,
My God, the sky is stunning.
Will has just transformed
Look at
all this.
place.
So Will come on board, and I asked Will, I said, Will, can you clean this place up for us?
Yes.
And he
wow.
has organized all the trailers. Look here, Amanda. Look what we've done.
This.
So we've got our trailers now. Lucas is sitting on his butt, and I'm gonna get on him here in a minute. That's when I go over there. But Lucas, let's see where the rest of it. Yeah, let me show you what he's been doing. And this, oh, it's clean.
Look, I can't believe what I'm seeing.
It's getting clean.
I just can't believe it. Wowza.
Yeah. It's not done
Oh,
yet.
and all the glass, he said this morning, was out of the boneyard.
Look at over there.
All the glass is in like
It's all
these
organized.
racks.
I
Look.
love glass. I've got great ideas for the glass.
Oh my.
Yep. So let me show you.
Beautiful.
So we have a secret house being built. And I can show you this without revealing it.
Yeah.
This is a 10 by 30.
Okay.
This is a trailer that came in. We designed a trailer and we had made a mistake, and we didn't.
Yeah.
It was supposed to have been a Craftsman trailer. It's not. So we said, you know what? We're going to use that
Let's
trailer.
use it, yeah.
So now we're using it.
Man, this is a big deal right here on the
I
end.
have got
What
a
is
new
that?
model coming out.
Okay.
2022, and this
Okay.
is the beginning of it. It's a 10 by 30. It's a different type of model, whole different look. You guys, I hope that you love it. I'm enjoying playing around with this type. Tom and I are actually physically going to build this model home.
Fun.
We've never just built our own model home. So this is going to be a model home that we are going to feature. So we're going to have a 10 by 30 model home.
That'll be
You're not
fun.
going to believe the price. You're not going to believe the amenities involved in this
Wow.
home. And then also our Incred-I-Box. So we're going to have a home that is a big home up here, more expensive. It's going to be in somebody's ballpark. And then we got the Incred-I-Box that gives shelter, a home. I'm personally living in Incred-I-Box.
There's not a price that doesn't match somebody.
Yeah.
Our prices match everybody.
Everybody.
They really do.
Yes.
They do.
Yeah, we'll
Oh
make
my
it
God,
happen.
Randy, look how pretty. Look at the sky. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that not gorgeous?
Yes. And when we get this
Hello.
building all white right here with a big door and
Yeah.
we're
Nice.
gonna get there, everybody. Yep.
And the shopping carts, it's a problem. I'm
I
just
mean, we could
I'm
open
just
up our own
saying, it's a
grocery
big
store.
problem.
Yeah. Open our own grocery.
Hey,
Now,
we gotta
so-
say something to Lucas. You know what? He's about to be a daddy-o again. When's that baby coming?
It's I'm shooting for next week. I want my tax return.
Oh my God! He's gonna have her walking around and stretching.
we gotta get that tax return.
Lucas, I love it. Now that's funny.
That's awesome.
No, they say the 16th, but I think when they done the scan thing, they were off by 2 weeks.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they done the little measurements, and then one person had to correct it. So I'm thinking, okay, it's gonna be probably
Aw.
next week.
And she's about ready to pop,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah, little girl.
Yep.
Gonna be a girl
So need extra hours at the factory.
at the
You gotta
factory.
pay them diapers.
So Lucas does our off-grid,
Yeah.
our solar and all that stuff, and he's He's on with us full time now. He's working with us, and
we're excited.
He's doing some framing, mostly wiring and plumbing. I was going to show him your handiwork over here. Where's all the other ones you've been doing?
So that
Oh,
mountain
up
of
there.
them's over there ready to be foamed.
Oh,
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to convince Randy to put a jacuzzi spa at the top of that and have like a slider door and steps go up and then a fold down walk around.
Well, why not? Well, why not?
Wouldn't that be gorgeous?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you got a porch on the front there. It'd be lit.
Wow.
It'd be lit.
It'd be lit. That's awesome, man.
Lucas be in that hot tub and bring the baby and everybody.
God.
Hey, can you imagine y'all roll up on Tiny House Place? She used to be hey, take it off grid
my
too. Like the
goodness.
off
Yes.
grid's running the hot tub.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. That would be great.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. Yep. Well, I wanted to show everybody what you've been doing. So he's been throwing these together. And these are our 10 by 20s that we're getting ready to mass produce and get them off our books. And this is what he's done. He's put all the plumbing in.
Oh, yeah.
He's done all the wiring and the water lines. You can see what we do is we stage them here to get ready for spray foam.
Yes.
Let me point out a couple things.
Okay.
Of course, this will be vacuumed out when we get done. But this right here is pressure treated plywood. All right, so we've changed up a little bit. The reason we're doing that, believe it or not, this pressure treated plywood is less expensive than a metal pan.
Oh, okay.
Now, I used to do pressure treated plywood. I love doing wood on the bottom of homes because this is pressure treated, right?
Yeah.
And if anything ever happens and you need to get into these homes, right, from underneath, it's a lot easier cutting into this than it is cutting into the metal pan.
I see.
So this still needs to be wired, but he's got probably 4 or 5 of them over there that are wired, plumbed, done, ready to go.
Okay.
And we're getting, I think he's got about 9 or 10 of them.
Yeah.
We're gonna do 15 altogether, have them ready to go. And then when we're done, we're gonna put them over here in the dry, ready for framing. And so anyway, this is.
Because I think, what was our date on that we had an approximate, or a particular.
The 15th, we're gonna start on these.
Yes, yeah.
And that's the first batch. And then we're going to do another 8, and we're hoping if this can all work out and everybody can get well here and not be, sick, then we'll all be done with our 10 by 20s except for stuccoing.
Yeah.
On
February the 21st.
February 21st.
That's right.
And then we move in and start Incred-I-Boxes.
That's awesome.
There's I probably expect way too much and I time it too close, but hey, it's something to shoot for, and that's what we're doing. So we are organizing. Everybody's on board. I can't tell you the excitement that we're having in the men and the people that are behind what we're doing, and they're excited too. It's not just me cheering everybody on. They're on it. Luke, I don't have to come out here to talk to Luke.
No, exactly.
Luke's self-made, self-done. He works for us, but he's in this. He's part of our family here.
And just a reminder about Lucas, he was in the backyard at the house.
Yeah. So when I built the first Hobbit house, the first tiny house that we built, it was a Hobbit house, and it wasn't on a trailer.
Yeah.
And my buddy that I built it for, he called the local news channel.
Yeah.
And he seen it on the local news channel, and he got a hold of us and said, "Hey, can I come over and do a video on you?"
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about videos and YouTube or nothing. He came over and did it.
And he was in White Pine.
He was in White Pine.
We're in Morristown.
Yeah. He came over and did a YouTube video and put it on his YouTube channel.
7 Trumpets Prepper.
7 Trumpets Prepper. He's still on. 7 Trumpets Prepper. He's still on, and he still does his. He's probably 80, 90,000 people now.
Oh, yeah. And he does off-grid contracting.
Yeah.
It's his company.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still. Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
You're done with off-grid contracting?
I'm still doing it this next year because I've made a bunch of promises and contracts.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to still do it running all over the country.
Yeah. He's going to have a
He'll
baby.
have that baby.
Yeah. So he's going.
My dad run the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things been changing.
Yeah, I know it.
That's right.
And then I want to be a Bitcoin millionaire too.
That's
There
right.
you go. I
Bitcoin
love
millionaire.
It. I love it.
He's Bitcoin mining. He's got 7 computers in the basement. He's Bitcoin mining. I love him.
He's so funny.
And
I love it.
His dad's got a farm. His dad's not doing real well, so he's running the farm and the
Helping
cattle.
out.
And then he's got a baby coming on, and he lives on the farm with his new wife and baby. So he's got a lot going on. He can't be running all over the country installing solar. But we're glad he's here. I don't have to oversee him. I don't have to oversee really a lot of the guys. Then we have the supervisors that are overseeing a lot of the younger guys and just keeping them going. And it's mostly about knowledge. It's not really about having to cheer them on to work harder.
Yeah,
it's mostly keeping them in order that they'll continue to work and they got what they need, the materials and the knowledge, and they're able to tutor them and go. So we are doing catch up now. We took on a lot of orders the first of the year, and it's taken us almost all year to get to these. I know there's people in there that's coming on a birthday to get in their houses, and I don't want that to happen anymore. So we've got some plans for 2022. Part of it is this model home that he's building, and also the Incred-I-Box.
And you know, one of the things that we talked about in the meeting, I don't know, last week or week before last, about realistic time frames.
Yes.
About, you know, about realistic time frames. A year waiting, I mean, like if we don't, remember back in the day, we had a small board, we would have 7 homes to build.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get your house to you in 4 weeks. We can get your house to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But things have changed, and the world is changing. Getting materials is still a challenge.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to change.
And we got a backlog of homes to build.
We got a backlog of homes, yeah.
Now, believe it or not, it's slow. We haven't sold a house in a couple months.
Yeah.
You know?
Except for the Incred-I-Boxes, that's
Incred-I-Boxes, we've sold them, but we haven't sold Christmas. It's first of the year. It's going on.
It's a slow time.
And I kind of like it because it's giving us time to clean up, get things
and build.
done.
Yeah.
You know, of course, you know, financially, it takes a hit on you because you're not selling anymore. You know,
Yeah.
so you lose any of the money that you saved up. You're trying to get on, but it's just the way it is. I'm fine with that.
That's just the way it is.
We're growing. I love that we're getting better at what we're doing, and we're changing the business for the good. I hope that we'll be able to bring you better home, quicker home, more efficient, better priced, all the better amenities, and a different format that we're about to bring you guys in 2022. So, hey, what?
Really quick, I just want you to kind of show, since we got this span here,
Yeah.
tell how the building's going to be real quick.
The new building?
The new building.
Well, the new building is over there, so you can see this big black fence. This is a temporary fence that we got up, just to try to give everybody some privacy over here. But from about where that little shed is, all the way back, is going to be a building. It's going to be 20 foot tall.
Yes.
So taller than those poles, and it's going to be 60 foot wide. It's going to be all the way over to here, and it's going to be 260 feet long.
Wow.
And it's going to be straight walls with a conventional gable roof, 20 foot ceilings, and we're hoping to sheetrock the inside of it.
This building, there'll be a
corridor. It's almost
corridor.
Like it's almost like there's going to be a vacant a courtyard in there.
Okay.
We don't know what we'll do with them yet. We're thinking about putting a shed roof over here, and when we do these homes, like for the Incred-I-Box, we may have a stage where we stage all the homes that are wired, plumbing, and done over here. Depending on how busy we get, we're expecting, after we do some really heavy marketing out west in California and other western states, they don't find homes that are $20,000. They're going to step on their neck to get here. I'm hoping, you know. I hope they do because, you know, I heard Arnold Schwarzenegger, my son sent me a link and said Arnold Schwarzenegger just bought 25 tiny homes to give to the disabled vets. And I was like, man, I'd love to have been able to get with people like that. And, you know, I'm sure his PR people and everything, he wanted to help out.
Right.
I wished I could have been a part of that, but we still wouldn't have been able to fulfill them because we're just not even set up. Think about this. In the future, if somebody says, hey, I have a resort and I want your model, we can, and I'm hoping we can tweak our model, our assembly line.
Right.
Say, hey, we can tweak it because somebody wants 50 of these. Let's tweak it a little bit, and we got 50 the same.
Right.
And we can get them out fast. We can get them out with a great price, better than anybody in the country.
Yeah.
And that's like they got, you know, the Getaway. There's a Getaway on Instagram. It's a place. It's a Airbnb.
Okay.
So they've got 300-400 rental homes all over the country.
Okay.
And they're way back in the back of the woods. All it is a box with a big piece of glass in the front of it where your bed. I love it. You sit on it, you lay in your bed, and you got this big glass, right? And it's just a kitchen bathroom. And it's really like an Incred-I-Box. I could put a big piece of glass at the end of our house, make it 4 foot longer, and you got a Getaway. They're charging $300 a night for it, $250 I heard. So these Incred-I-Boxes, we've got people that have bought them on Airbnbs. These smaller homes, I know it's hard to get in your head, but they're making money. They're making money on an Airbnb.
Yes.
If I were an investor right now, $100,000, all right, I could get 5 homes.
5?
I'd put them, boom, on one piece of property in a circle or whatever I had, and I'd rent them out.
Yep.
They're going to be paid for in less than 2 years.
Yep. That's right.
If right now they're generating anywhere between $15,000 to maybe $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
Base it on 200 nights a year, $100 a night, you got 20 grand, right? Throw out your taxes, expenses, you make 15 on each home, you got 5. So a $100,000 investment brings you in what, 60,000 a year or more. Was it 15
Unbelievable.
times 5? I can't think right now. It'd be 50, 60, $75,000. Pay taxes, everything, I don't know, so you can make 60.
Yeah.
On a $100,000 investment.
Yeah.
$100,000. If you had $1 million right now, Amanda, in the bank.
Yeah.
Let's say you put $1 million and you put it in the stock market. They say you average about 8% a year. So you're going to make $80,000 on $1 million investment. $80,000 average over the course of 30, 40 years.
Right.
You're going to make $40,000, $10,000, but average. You take a $100,000 investment and you're going to make $65,000, $70,000. A tenth of what you can invest and make almost as much more money than you would $1 million investment.
Well, and two, I want to mention something. Somebody had said on one of the comments last night, said, well, how come that you're catering to investors? The investors that we have, honestly, are normal people. They're not like big, huge. I mean, you know, they're like, we got people here that's got 2 and 3 homes.
There's a lot of people here that have bought 3 and 4 homes here because
they can afford it.
And you know what? I'm not catering to investors. That sentence or that scenario I did, but where else can you go and get $20,000 home?
Exactly.
I think I'm catering to people that ain't got jack to live in. Now, how are they going to get 20 grand? How are you going to get 10 grand?
Yeah.
How are you going to get 7 grand?
Exactly.
If you haven't got it, you ain't got it.
And two, please, you got to think about it. It is a house.
Yeah.
You're getting a house.
I know.
You know?
So I don't know how to cater to people that don't have nothing unless you just give them away.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And I wish I could. I mean, everybody wishes they could help people, but it's just insane. We got to make money and we got to buy materials to build a house, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, there's your $20,000 home, and hope you enjoyed our new building and our trailers, and we're getting ready for the end of the year. I hope you guys will tune in New Year's Eve. We've invited you to come here. We're going to blow up a tree, and probably 3 trees, so bring fireworks if you show up. And
two, just to touch back on the Incred-I-Box is that we do have the potential. We've not talked about it yet, but we have the potential. There may be some places to rent to put them.
Oh God,
right?
I'm glad you said that.
Yes, I'd forgotten it.
All right, so we have 14 home sites on our community here.
Yeah.
We don't own them. They are owned by people who have taken deposits, and they have multiple lots here. Some people have got a lot here and they don't live here.
Right.
And they want to rent that lot out. So we have 14 home sites right here that potentially could be an Incred-I-Box that you could put on and live here.
Right.
All right. So the rental, I would say, I don't know the lot rent, would probably, you know, they pay a little over $250 a month for their $6,000 down that they did for 2 years free rent. So they're probably going to want $350, maybe $400 for some lots in here. But you're going to be able to have a lot in one of our communities.
Somewhere to put the
for I would say
Incred-I-Box.
between $350 to $400 to put an Incred-I-Box. So if you want an Incred-I-Box and you want to come here and live, you're probably going to get a lot in here for $350, and your power and water and sewer is going to probably be another $50, $75 a month.
Right.
So under $500 a month, you're done.
Exactly, right.
And if you can eat grass and walnuts, you don't have to buy food.
And you know, and email us if you are interested in that. If you say, hey, you know what, I really want an Incred-I-Box, but I got nowhere to put it, contact us, and let's try to get you in touch with these people who are wanting to sublease these 14 lots and see if they want to have your Incred-I-Box on there, and they'll sublease to you. We'll get you connected with them.
If I could put power, water, and sewer in tomorrow, I'd put another 1,000 lots and have tons of Incred-I-Boxes.
Right?
You know, we're trying. I'm trying to look for land. I'm trying to find. I just love this whole concept. All right, everybody. Hope you had a great time watching this video. Come back New Year's Eve. We're gonna do a video tomorrow, of course, all this week. But New Year's Eve is Friday night. We're gonna do a roundtable session. We're gonna have a lot of the guys, people talking about everything, about what happened all year. We're going to try to do it live so you guys can call in.
We got to go to Crazy Carl's. Oh my God.
We got a big day on Friday. So, all right, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your week. I know a lot of people are not working. You're at home getting fat, sitting there eating your food. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow. Hope you tune in, subscribe. Again, if we get 100,000 subscribers, we're giving a house away.
We're close.
All right.
We're close.
So, all right.